Hi, this is Sally Morgan, physical therapist, craniosacral therapist, and Tellington Tea Touch practitioner for animals and people. This is Trystan. He's a Corgi, and it's his birthday. Little Trystan is 9 years old today, and unfortunately, we had some little passengers come back from Aunt Judy's house, so Trystan had to get a serious bath this morning, and so I had to wash my hair and everything, and so we're a little soggy right now, both of us, but he's wearing his birthday stuff. This is not a unicorn. It's his tiny party hat. All the finest for my son. And he has a present. A squeaky birthday cake. Oh, he likes that. Oh, yeah. See, it's very cute. Comes from the same company, Zippy Paws, that makes excellent Corgi-shaped toys. So he likes that. That's his birthday present. And I'll tell you a little bit of story about Trystan and his birthday. He is 9 today, and I got him on Christmas Eve, so you can imagine he was a pretty little tyke when I brought him back to my mom's house, where he incidentally had fleas and had to get a bath in the sink. So, you know, on your 9th birthday, why not celebrate with some more house guests on your little fuzzy body? And Trystan's story is kind of interesting for people who don't know. I went to the supermarket on Christmas Eve to get some cornflakes for the top of my mom's potato casserole that her grandchildren adore. This was 9 years ago when they were still kind of young. And it was very crowded. The store was closing. It was like 4:30, 5 o'clock in the afternoon. And I looked at the ingredients on the cornflakes and the frosted flakes, because she was going to put frosted flakes on them, and the sugar content was pretty equal in both of them, even though the frosted flakes look like they have sugar all over the outside. Cornflakes have a ton of sugar in them. So I bought kashi flakes because I didn't want to kill my relatives with sugar. And my mother had specifically said to me as I was leaving, don't buy anything weird, get the cornflakes. So to her, kashi flakes are quite weird, and for part of my life they probably were to me too. So I was coming out the indoor in the supermarket, and a very big lady with a lot of big bag and stuff was coming in, and I was plastered against the wall like this. And what was next to me? A poster with baby corgis, and I had been looking for a baby corgi. Comet was getting old. I kept asking my sister to look around her practice for baby corgis, and frankly, corgis are hard to find, and especially good ones. And it was a time of year when you don't usually find puppies. Often people have their puppies in the summer. It's a lot more easy to manage than in the winter. But lo and behold, this guy who lived right up the street from where I lived in high school had baby corgis. And in fact, he worked with a horse trainer that I had been in 4-H with. And so I went to his house with Comet to look at the baby corgis, and he only had one red male, and that was this little boy here. And it turns out that little Trystan had been adopted by somebody else that morning, and those people decided they want a female dog, so they brought theirs back, and I got little Trystan. And then the icing on the cake, as it were, is that Trystan's birthday is today, November 2nd, which is the same birthday as Jack, my ex-husband and beloved friend. And so that really sealed the deal, because Jack really is Trystan's honorary dad. Otherwise, he wouldn't have a father figure in his life. So that coincidence just all added up, and I was so amazed that these corgis were so small. I kept saying to the guy, they're so small. Well, of course, Comet was like a 33-pound corgi when he was felt, and so he looked enormous. He was towering over them. And Trystan's dad, Buddy, is now 14. I'm praying that Buddy, paws crossed, will make another litter so that I can get another little Trystan. And I brought Trystan home, and my mother was, of course, shocked that I came home with a puppy, but she loves animals. So Trystan was welcomed in, and Comet was still walking around then, so that was fine with Comet. And Comet and Trystan got along fairly well from the start. And Trystan was in love with my mom's schnauzer that day. He just loved laying on the floor upside down like puppies do and biting her feathers as she kind of batted him around like a soccer ball, because Schnauzers are like boxers. They box. So she didn't want to run and play chase with him. And I was fortunate that when I came back down to New Jersey a few months later, Trystan was able to play with one of his little sisters who was named Yin Yang. She was a black and white with one black ear, one white ear, one blue eye, and one brown eye. She was adorable. I really wanted her, but they were going to keep her. And then later they gave her to somebody else and didn't contact me. I hope she's happy, because that was Trystan's favorite sister too. But Comet and Buddy the dad and Zoe the mom and little Yin Yang and Trystan played and played and played. And it is remarkable to see that animals really do recognize and love each other when they're reunited. And I think that's a wonderful thing to do for your dog, if you at all can, to let him see some of his siblings, because their early days are so rich with the lives of the other puppies in their litter and their mother. And sadly, Trystan's mom was lost a couple years later, giving birth to another litter. A friend of mine was going to get one of Trystan's sisters name her Isolde, but unfortunately her mother found a dog running stray in Philadelphia, and a little Chihuahua mix, which we later realized is a Chiweenie, and brought that home, and so they didn't need a puppy, which is too bad. Although Hershey's a great guy and he still lives over there at their house, but I would love to have had another little Trystan relative in the neighborhood. Right, Tris? So we're going to party today. Everybody celebrate with your dog when they have their birthday. Yeah, he's soaking wet. I don't know how handsome he is right now. He's a mess. And I've got all his stuff in the wash, and as soon as I'm done this, I have to launch into a complete house vacuum. Luckily, the borax, I think, is still pretty good from last time. But boy, fleas, I don't want to have to deal with them. I don't know. I'm glad that a lot of the New Jersey pets now have Frontline on them. Or no, Advantage 2, I think. Yeah, that's what my sister uses, Advantage 2. Because they were definitely in an upswing while we were away, while Judy was away and we were at the wedding. So Trystan's going to celebrate his birthday now that he's had a bath. He doesn't mind that much. So I don't feel so bad about having to give him a bath on his birthday, but the situation on his underside was getting major, so we had to have a shower today, huh, Trystan? So celebrate your birthdays for your pets and your gotcha days for your pets. I do think they know the difference. Trystan has a whole bunch of delectable things that he's going to get to eat today that he doesn't normally get every day, and we might have a time with our dad stopping by and we'll get some birthday cake. The co-op makes a few cakes that are not good for dogs, but they aren't that bad. Like, they don't have chocolate in them. Some of them are gluten-free. So we might be able to get something he can have a bite of so that he can celebrate his birthday today. So thanks for joining us today. It's soggy here for the next 2 days. Of course, the weather is warm but rainy when I have to see a bunch of horses. But it worked out. We had a little ride yesterday with a horse who hasn't been under saddle in a couple of months, and she did great. And tomorrow they have a big barn, so I think we can actually work the horse in the labyrinth in the barn. And he, of course, needs tons of body work, so that won't be a huge problem. But today we're going to party with the Corgis, right, Trystan? We're going to play squeakies with the very excellent squeaking birthday cake. These kind of squeakers, I think, make this sound like Trystan. See, it sounds like Trystan. So thanks for joining us. We'll be back tomorrow around 9:30. Hopefully I won't need to be cleaning the house and giving more baths to everyone in it. What do you think, party boy? 9 years old. This. You're still a baby. You're still tiny. You're still the world's littlest corgi. You're not minding your party hat too much either. I think you have to dry. We'll have to take your clothes off. Oh, there we go. Party hat down. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Have a great day.